Good to meet you today on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands. We appreciate you for joining us on today's edition of this program. Viewers across the globe, thank you so much for always keeping in touch with us on this platform. It's another brand new day at the Newsstand. Very beautiful morning to you all, wherever you're watching us from. Thank you so much. Tuesday, November 21, diverse papers at the newsstand. What are these papers? We have the Vanguard, the Guardian, and the Nigerian Tribune newspapers. Very interesting stories on their front pages. Now, let me quickly move down to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Was the Nigerian Tribune saying at the newsstand this morning? Of course, don't forget that the president, the former president Olusegun Obasanjo said it yesterday in Abeokuta that democracy is not working in Africa, due to the fact that the leaders in Africa are not living up to expectations. All right, quickly to what Obasanjo is saying on that note at the meeting yesterday. We have Western Liberal democracy not working in Africa. That's what Obasanjo, the former president of the country, is saying right on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. You can see this on page 14 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Western Liberal democracy not working in Africa, says Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, that's the former head of state and former civilian president of the country. We have a highly educated workplace, Nigeria's biggest advantage. That's what Tinubu is telling investors in Germany. Highly educated workforce, Nigeria's biggest advantage, Tinubu tells investors in Germany. Of course, the president is out of the country for a summit in Germany, which we expect the president to woo investors into the country. Don't forget that last week the president was in Saudi Arabia for the conference, and from Saudi Arabia he moved down to Guinea-Bissau to celebrate their independence with them. And here we are, Tinubu, with German citizens and other world leaders now talking about crucial issues, and also the president wooing investors to the country. Let's travel down to Ondo State. What's happening on those states? Impeachment saga. Akeredolu Aiyedatiwa supporters plan protest in Ondo. Akeredolu Aiyedatiwa supporters plan protest in Ondo. Appeal court dismisses Ondo Assembly's application against deputy governor. The feud between the governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu, and his deputy Aiyedatiwa is still ongoing, and we expect the National Working Committee of the All Progressive Congress to find lasting solutions to this, because the state presently is not at peace. Let the needful be done. Let the needful be done. Quickly to another story on the front page on still same Nigerian Tribune newspaper. APC set to take over Plateau Assembly from PDP. APC set to take over Plateau Assembly from PDP. That's the ongoing issue in Plateau State. Of course, the appeal courts has sacked the incumbent governor of that state, the PDP governor in Plateau State, which is currently causing or steering controversy in that state. And yesterday, the senior advocate of Nigeria, talking about Femi Falana, spoke on this matter, saying that our election should not be determined by the judiciary. Like we all do say on this platform, if the needful is done by the independent National Electoral Commission, who happens to be the organization conducting election in the country, if the needful is done by INEC, we don't think there will be issues concerning the winner of whether gubernatorial election or presidential election in the country. We need to do something about this. INEC and judiciary, we need to do something about it. Very, very important. CBN postpones embassy meeting again. We have appeal called Femi Alia as Benue governor. So the next one, Supreme Court to hear Lagos Ekiti suit against federal government, 34 other states over lottery control. March 18, Supreme Court to hear Lagos Ekiti suit against federal government, 34 other states over lottery control. March 18, Obasanjo to lead Delta Ondo Ekiti to repurchase shares, reorganize BEDC to solve electricity crisis. Down to another story, which is on subsidy removal. Federal government records over 1 trillion naira monthly revenue inflow, says Wale Edun. Of course, there are reactions to what Wale Edun is saying on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Quickly to the Vanguard newspaper, and we have the Vanguard newspaper displayed on the screen. On ease in financial markets as CBN's MPC meeting fails to hold. So the next one, compact with Africa Economic Summit. Compact with Africa Economic Summit. You can see the picture of the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, right here on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Let me quickly read it out to you. From left, President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Cote d'Ivoire President, right here on the front page. Togo President, Ghana President, Nana Akufo-Addo, German President, and other leaders, in Germany. And this is as regards to the world leaders compared with Africa Economic Summit with German private sector held in Germany. yesterday. You can see the pictures of the world leaders right here on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. To the next one, democracy has failed in Africa. That's what the former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has said this morning, right on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Democracy has failed in Africa, says the former President Olusegun Obasanjo. On subsidy removal, federal government records over 1 trillion naira monthly revenue, says Wale Edun. Osun Assembly Speaker CJ's cancel Baker over corruption allegation. To the last paper, we're reading to the viewers across the globe. We have the Vanguard news of what the Vanguard saying at the newsstand this morning. Very crucial one on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Government considers new MPC members as uncertainty rocks economy. Why democracy is not working for Africa, says Obasanjo. Why democracy is not working for Africa, says Obasanjo. Protesters storm PDP secretariats, demand resignation of WC members. And the last story to the viewers across the globe, 65-year-old landlord backs life imprisonment for sexual assault. That's what we have on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Very, very important stories that will be dissected this morning on the front pages of Nigerian dailies. Quickly to the comment section, let's see what we have there. Of course, I know our viewers are correctly commenting on the comment section. We need to quickly acknowledge their presence. Yeah, all right, Udeze Chima, the first person to comment on today's edition of this program. Udeze Chima, thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of Vice in the Southeast States. Good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle. We say good morning to Udeze Chima Pounds. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate you for last week's gesture. We appreciate you. Some of the reviewers that were present that day too are still appreciating you. Sorry, Mr. Matthew, sorry. All right, we have a Jam saying good morning, my wonderful people, and we're saying good morning to you, King Cross. Saying good morning to us. It's been a while, King Cross. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us today. Andrew Ogunjemi saying beautiful morning as his slogan. Beautiful morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle and everyone. Yonder Love from Dublin. We say good morning to you. Mookie Great is here, and it's a great morning to Mookie Great. Obasanjo is something else by introducing Afro democracy now. That's what Mookie Great has said right here today, and we're saying good morning to Mookie Great. Thank you so much. Amechi Wachuku is also here. Amechi Wachuku, thank you so much. Amechi Wachuku is saying good morning, everyone. And we're saying good morning to you. Fat, democracy strives with strong institutions. Thank you so much, Fat. Damian Osaz is here. Romero Ray, democracy is in Nigeria is beautiful nonsense. Thank you so much, Romero Ray, for joining us today on Bystanders at News Center. Olatunji Awufeso, thank you so much. You have Taiwo Lawal saying good morning as well. These are the people commenting for now. Let's quickly join our reviewers for more analysis. Good morning to you, Mr. Martin.
Good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, it's another beautiful edition of Bystanders at News Center. Yes. And it's a very beautiful morning at the Eastern this morning. Of course, you love this atmosphere. I know.
But it's tree and it's provision of the Almighty God.
Okay.
He's the one that created everything. So
to provide that shelter we need.
Of course. And the environment look more conducive.
Yes. I like that.
But I permit me to remind our SC viewers about our forthcoming party.
Okay.
I know Mr. Araf when he wants to talk,
okay,
he will still want to remind them. Even Charles and Kuli, they all want to use the opportunity to. But let me formally remind our SC viewers that December is fast approaching.
Okay.
And there are persons, viewers who have made promise. This will form as a reminder that they should please endeavor to remember the promise, and those who have not promised or those who have intention of donating towards that party should equally do so.
All right, thank you so much. And the viewers are listening right now. Let me also chip in my own talk on it. I think I've not been really talking about it. Please, viewers across the globe, what do you call it? The end of the year party is fast approaching, and we need the support for the reviewers. Very, very important. It's not easy. All the way from January to December, analyzing, talking on bordering issues, topical issues in the country. It's very, very important. Raphael was popping over there.
Raf is laughing.
Raf is laughing. All right, I need to just chip it in, please. We need your support, please. It's very, very crucial and important. It's all work
And no play.
and no play makes
Jack
Jack
a
a
little
little boy. So this time around, let's do it this way. All works and no play on the side of the reviewers. Make the reviewers dull. All right. MC Grammar, please don't disturb us this morning. Thank you so much. Okay, moving on to what we have today. On today's edition of this program, we have the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, saying something very crucial. And what has Obasanjo said this morning at the newsstand? Obasanjo said that democracy has failed in Africa. And we have presidency saying that why would democracy not fail in Africa when Obasanjo has finished ruling the country? It is time for Ashwabi Bola Ahmed to rule. Obasanjo is saying democracy has failed in Africa. Is that what Obasanjo is talking about, Matthew?
For me, I think Obasanjo is not justified to say what he has said. Ordinarily, I would say there is no need having this conversation. But I think it's not good to throw away the baby with the bathwater. Because we are going to look at the reasons behind his assertion. But looking at the person who is saying it, I don't think it's justified. Because if you look at Obasanjo as the president of Nigeria from 1999 to 2003, did Obasanjo promote the tenets of democracy? Obviously, no. We had the worst election under Obasanjo. The Obasanjo era is when we had INEC was like,
We say bought over.
INEC was like all at all. There was nothing like election. You can, once you are close to Obasanjo, you can handpick a candidate, you make a PDP candidate, and that person will be asked to go back to the state, and INEC will be given the mandate to deliver that person. It was the era of by force. There's that slogan Obasanjo introduced where he said, do or die.
Do or die, yeah.
Yes, I was trying to remember the do or die.
Yeah.
So the slogan of do or die came from Obasanjo. So for me, Obasanjo as a person is not a Democrat. What earned Obasanjo the integrity is when he formally handed over to civilian elected president as a military president. But the way and manner he ruled Nigeria, he have his own good area. That is not to say, I'm not saying he do not have, as a president, there are so many good things he did. But when it comes to allowing democracy to flourish, especially people having their freedom to elect their leaders, Obasanjo is not good at that. But looking at the merit of what he said, that's why I said it's not good to throw away the baby with the bathwater. Is democracy really flourishing in Nigeria? The tenets of democracy, are we allowing them to flourish? Obviously, no. Because like Obasanjo said, though democracy is supposed to be government of the people, for the people, and by the people. But is that the situation of democracy in Nigeria? Obviously, no.
But he said this present democracy is just for the few.
I agree with him, but he's not better off.
He's not better off.
Yes, just like Fela said in his song, demonstration of grace.
So you listen to Fela's song?
Of course.
Wow.
So I think what is happening is purely demonstration of grace. It's a crazy demo. Because if you look at what happened in Kogi, what happened in Imo State, that is pure animalistic. It's pure demonstration of grace. Where you see a set out rule, procedure, grand norm, constitution, somebody will violate it with impunity, and the government institution, the people running government institutions will back that person up. I think that is demonstration of grace.
Wow. It is or let's say an era of the former president.
And at the end of the day, that person will be declared elected, returned elected, sworn in, and the person will be going by the name of His Excellency, Your Excellency, as the case may be. What is excellent about writing result before election commence? So for me, Obasanjo have a point. I think this should have called for a sober reflection rather than the current government vilifying Obasanjo. Because irrespective of the fact that Obasanjo is not justified to say what they have said, but there are merits in what he has said. So the right thing to do at this point is to do a thorough appraisal of our political life, our democracy. Areas that are not working, we try to remedy it. This government may not be interested in remedying it because they are the greatest beneficiary of the current fraud perpetrated by INEC. INEC is one of the bane of our problem currently. So for me, I think it calls for synergy from all stakeholders to see how we can salvage this democracy. Now, I said it the other day that if care is not taken, we may wake up one day and discover that we have no democracy anymore. Because INEC and judiciary would have crashed it.
Now, we have people responding to what you're saying now. There's a chairman saying that take the message and leave the messenger. Matthew, take the message and leave the messenger. That's what Odi is saying. Obasanjo may not be a good man, but what he said is the truth. Remember, his administration remains the best so far since the return of the same democracy.
I think I acknowledge the fact. I say Obasanjo is not justified to say what he said, but that is not good to throw away the baby with the bathwater. That the merits in what he has said is what we needed to address. I think I've acknowledged that. Because for me, democracy is not working. That's the truth. Look at the subsidy removal. Though you may come to that one, where the Minister of Finance was quoted to have said that we have increased our revenue from about 600 billion to 1 trillion on monthly basis. The question is, how does it translate into better life for the citizens? The constitution tells us that the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. How does the more money to state government, federal government, local government translate into better life, better welfare for Nigerians? Rather, what we are seeing is hardship occasioned by subsidy removal of gasoline. Though that hardship is not unexpected, but the more money that accrues to trade levels of government as a result of that subsidy removal, how does it translate into good welfare for Nigerians? So for me, I think what Obasanjo said is in order, but it's not a good messenger for that message.
All right, we still have someone saying that Mr. Matthew, remember where Nigeria was coming from in 1999, Obasanjo took over from rotten system of military. Obasanjo deserves some respect.
I'm not, I'm careful with my language. I'm not insulting Obasanjo. And it's not in my character to insult people. I don't think if the person who's saying notice any word I use that looks insulting, I think the person should remind me. I will not hesitate in apologizing. But I'm very sure I have not insulted Obasanjo.
All right, we still have Olatunji Awofeso saying something, but before we attend to Olatunji Awofeso, we have a caller. We have a caller. Udeze Chima, right? Okay. Udeze Chima, good morning to you, and how you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Matthew. Good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle. I'm doing just great. I hope you guys are doing great too. I hope you can hear me perfectly. Well, Mr. Matthew, with all due respect, you are making a point, honestly, this morning.
Yes.
But I want to remind you.
Very well, sir. Clearly.
I want to remind you that Obasanjo, irrespective of his flaws during his administration, remains the best president that has ever presided over Nigeria since the return of this nascent democracy. Remember, we are talking about Abacha's loot. The money that Abacha stole from the coffers of Nigeria and sent abroad in all different countries. And those countries they are returning today. The ones we already know. But there are many that are still in different countries that Nigeria cannot even know till the world ends. Thereby leading to a huge debt for Nigeria. Who paid that debt? Obasanjo. Paid and cleared that debt till today. Mr. Obasanjo might not be right with his character or whatever he did during his administration. But I'll put it to you that Obasanjo remains the best president that Nigeria has ever witnessed since the return of this democracy since 1999. Moreover, the man is saying the truth. Yes, age, as age comes to somebody, his wisdom increases. Obasanjo, for me, if I use myself as a case study, what I knew last year, there's certain things that I did last year. If I look back and see those things and remember those things, I ask myself, am I the person that did this? Because today, if I get a chance again, I will not repeat the same mistake that I did last year. That is called Wisdom, as day passes, human brain increases. You change your attitude, you change how you think. Wisdom comes with age. Obasanjo of that 1999, honestly, is not the same Obasanjo of today. Go and verify. Look at him since he left office. He is a changed person. Forget about what he did during his administration. The man is saying the truth. There's no democracy in Africa from Nigeria to Ghana, from Ghana to Congo, from Congo to Zimbabwe, from Zimbabwe to Cameroon. A democracy where there is no respect of rule of law. A democracy where a court will give orders and they will flaunt it, they will not respect it. A democracy where people loot money without accountability. You are free to loot whatever you want and go. Nobody will call you to come and give make account of whatever you stole. Since 1999, tell me one person that Nigerian government has jailed and use him as a deterrent to others. No. They know that at the end of the day, they will still come out. Ojo Sokalo is a senator today. He virtually contested Senate from the prisons because he belonged to the ruling party. A democracy where a sitting governor will allocate votes to himself during election. How on earth is it possible for a governor to win 27 local governments in a state? If they are wise, they are not wise because if they know how to rig election, at least the governor would have left the local governments of the opposition parties, those candidates from the opposition parties, he would have left their local governments for them. And it seems like there's a good election. But how can you win 27 local governments? I call this in democracy. This is not democracy. I repeat, this is Yahutocracy. God bless you and do have a wonderful day ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Udezi Chima. That was a brilliant contribution from Udezi Chima. All right, you heard what he said. He said what we have is Yautocracy and not democracy. And he also applauded Obasanjo's efforts in making sure that things go right. And when you look at it, the way he even spoke, he said Obasanjo might have, committed his own atrocities during his own time, during his own era. But you shouldn't forget the fact that the man presently is saying the truth. Matthew, is what...
I have acknowledged that before now, that the merit in what he said is what we are addressing, that Obasanjo is not a good messenger in that regard, because we took note of the elections that were conducted under Obasanjo. It didn't meet the world best standard. So, under Yaradua, under Jonathan, we recorded some level of success in terms of reforming our electoral process. But unfortunately, this current ANEC have rubbish all the gains.
All right, now let's quickly move down to another topic, which is all about the ex-president of the country, Muhammadu Buhari, and what, as Muhammadu Buhari said today, very, very crucial one. He said Nigerians are very, very difficult to handle, very difficult to control. That's what the president, the ex-president said. Matthew, how really difficult to control? Is it true?
I think the former president his age is telling on him, if I may say. Ordinarily, as a Nigerian president, you have enormous power to exercise.
And he was given so much opportunity.
And we have seen under his watch how you arrest and refuse to obey court order to these people who are being granted bail by court. So how will he be saying that Nigerians are very difficult to manage? And this is the president. If anybody rank out the constitution and the president, if he takes that person to court, he will get justice. It's not like an individual going to court for justice. So I don't know what you mean by that. All his policies he tried to push through, he had his way in pushing them through. If it didn't work, it's because he lacked the acumen to do the right thing. So for me, I don't think it's right.
You don't think it's right? Okay, let's quickly talk about Sanwo-Olu's financial saga, and that's what is seriously causing issues, steady controversy in Lagos State. Now, before I continue, for people that don't really know what is going on in Lagos State in a storm, of criticism, Lagos State Governor Obasanjo faces scrutiny for approving 3.75 billion naira in state funds for perfumes and rechargeable fans as revealed in recent procurement form records. This comes on the heels of contentious approvals, including 7.5 million naira for liquid fragrance replacements in the governor's office, and 3 billion naira for fans in deputy governor's office. Other notable allocations by the Public Procurement Agency include over 440 million naira for a bulletproof SUV. We are talking about the lawmakers getting about 160 million naira SUV. We are shouting. This is a 440 million. I don't know if 160 million naira is bigger or higher than 440 million. Okay, is a governor of the state. Okay, now for a bulletproof SUV, 18.5 million naira for distributing chickens. 152 million naira for water supply restoration at the Idogoron Palace. And Idogoron, thank you, Idogoron, thank you. And 581 million naira for the renovation of St. Andrew's Anglican Church. The contracts have drawn criticism from public figures, including the 2023 governorship candidate of the Action Democratic Congress, Funsho Dorothy, who penned an open letter urging a review. Now, social crusaders condemn the government's perceived insensitivity to citizen struggles, highlighting the stark disparity between extravagant spending and the prevailing economic hardships in the country.
Given another opportunity, Sanwo-Olu will repeat it. Given another opportunity, the governor of Delta State will do the same thing. Imo State, Bayelsa, that is what they do. That reckless spending is what they do. The issue is this: a situation where you do not owe anybody responsibility, and you know that when you need to be elected again, you don't need the people. Of course, you do things with impunity. Because we recall that if elections were free and fair, I know that if this what you are reading comes to the public glare, people will question your government, and it will form people opinion about who you are. I don't think a governor will be doing this. But perhaps because they know that nobody can question the authority, even if he finished his second term, of course that is his last term. Even if he needed another appointment or any other position, he do not need the people. So when that is his situation, I don't think he is answerable to anybody. And to that extent, that is the reason we see all the reckless spending. For me, until as Nigerians we are ready to confront all these governors, presidency, National Assembly, this trajectory will continue.
All right, we have a call on the line. Thank you so much, Mr. Matthew. This is Near. Near, good morning, and where are you calling us from? You're welcome to Bystanders at Southeastern.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, can you hear me?
Good morning.
Okay, Mr. Matthew, how far? This is me. All right.
Speak up, yes.
Can you speak up?
Okay.
Clearly, we can hear you.
All right, all right.
I'm fine. Good morning.
All right. So, well.
Oh, okay, it's me.
Yeah. So Nigeria is
this guy.
Nigeria. It's just what it is. We the Nigerian people, we are the custodians of this democracy. We must understand the office of the citizens. And until when we realize to utilize that office capacity, nothing might actually change. I listened to Obasanjo yesterday and I laughed. Under Obasanjo, people were massacred. People were destroyed in Delta. I think Mr. Matthews from Delta, right? Was he in OD? Is he in OD? People were killed. Hundreds of people were massacred under
Udi. We are talking about
Obasanjo.
Udi. Udi.
Udi, yeah. Obasanjo, who calls himself whatever, he's trying to proclaim that position of best president. You know, this is the man who has personalized federal government assets. Go to Sanwo-Olu. Go to Sanwo-Olu. All the lands that were allotted for Operation Feed the Nation, Obasanjo allotted those properties to himself. You see, until we become serious in this country, I mean, these guys will always they will tend to always brainwash us. Under Obasanjo, things were as smooth as they can be. Under Obasanjo, we, as at then, that was when Obasanjo should have set the tone, the foundation of our democracy. I repeat and I repeat again, Obasanjo is the biggest failure. Only myopic people, only people who cannot see beyond their nose will commend Obasanjo. Obasanjo, under his leadership, removed state governors. Obasanjo, under his leadership, cancelled Peter Odili about just 2 to 3 weeks before election. He cancelled that man's aspiration and he brought Yaradua. And people will come out. I don't know why people are not so educated. Okay, because dollar was cheap under Obasanjo. Now Obasanjo is the all hail mighty. Why did he industrialize Nigeria? Today we are saying that we need to industrialize. If we must industrialize, then subsidy must go. That is just the truth. That is just the obvious truth. But people will come here and they'll still say that Obasanjo, who could have digitized our economy, Obasanjo, who could have reformed our elections, because he had all the moral standing, he had all the goodwill to do that as at then, because we were fresh to democracy and all we wanted as at then was a new dawn. But you saw what Obasanjo did. Obasanjo was the one that brought this high level of impunity against Nigerians, and everybody at all levels, either at national, subnational, or local government, have been riding on that level of impunity. Please, Obasanjo is the monster that led us to this location that we are today. We, the people, are the one that we have to utilize the office of the citizens by mobilizing our National Assembly, that we need reforms in our Electoral Act. We need electronic voting system. All this debt relief and all that. Who told you that if Falaye was there, Falaye wouldn't have done it? Tell me one significant industrial, reform Obasanjo brought. Obasanjo even opened the borders. Obasanjo threw us into more of importation. Obasanjo also what? He supported monopoly. He supported monopoly. He brought cabals. So let us be serious with this country for once, please. Let us be serious. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Niyi. Thank you so much for your contribution. You heard what Niyi said.
Though there are some areas I disagree with him, because even as we stand, it is not late for the government to address any shortcoming in our electoral acts. I agree that the issue of electronic voting is the way to go. And the current National Assembly, if they are patriotic, should not waste time in coming up with a bill or trying to reform that bill to engender electronic voting. That is the best way to address electoral malpractice in Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, Matthew. Let's give other people a chance to talk. We have Charles here. Charles, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Mr. Neil, God will bring you out from that place you are hiding.
All right, yeah, comments, dropping in the comment section. And we have the team are saying that Obasanjo attracted GSM mobile you are using today. Niyi, specifically, he's talking to Niyi. And Obasanjo attracted, though there's no doubt that Obasanjo also tried during his own era. Tried. But I'm saying that democracy has failed in Africa. Don't you think this speaks a lot?
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Michael. Yes, he's right. The former president is 100% right with whatever comment he has made. We don't have democracy in Africa entirely. Democracy is not working for Africans. Democracy is not actually, Nigerians are not ready. Africans entirely are not ready for democracy. Yes, when you talk about Obasanjo, we know that every president that comes in with what I may call his lapses. Obasanjo might have had his own lapses, but you need to balance the good things he has brought into this country based on the bad ones that we have seen, we have experienced during his regime. We know that a lot happened during the Obasanjo regime. I remember the case of one of the governor that was nullified in Ekiti, and the governor that was also nullified, was it in Enugu State? But that is not, so to say, with the standard of living and the social amenity that we are enjoying today, that you and I are having handsets. They can communicate. Today, nobody is writing letter anymore. In those days, you know, and you can bear me witness that you can stay in your village and you know somebody that is going to your village, you have to write a letter for them to drop to your parents. And then before the letter will get to them, sometimes it's even a month. And then maybe it's a problem. Maybe if there's a problem within the cycle while you are writing that letter, the problem might have gone within that period. But the person decided to bring in most of the GSM we are using today, and he has made communication somehow easy to most Nigerians, an average Nigerian. You can even when you are dying in a hole, you can even call someone to come and rescue you. That is through the courtesy of what? Mr. Obasanjo, and we are very, very much happy with that. And average Nigerian always say thank you and he appreciates whatever he has done, because it's not an easy task. But when you are talking about democracy, Nigerians and Africans are not actually ready for democracy in Nigeria. We are not ready. What is going on? Okay, do you know that this morning, is it in Telegraph or is it New Telegraph or Daily or Guardian? One of the member representing Plateau State said this morning that they had the Nigerian judiciary in their pockets because it's under the platform of APC. That they have the Nigerian judiciary in their pocket. Then you ask yourself this question: if it were in a serious government, if it were in a serious democratical and a Western government that practice democracy fully to the fullness, that young man has committed what we were contempt of the courts. Because indirectly you are preaching to us that we don't have hope as a common man, we don't have hope to judiciary anymore. And indirectly you're also preaching to an average Nigerian that wants to take in legal practitioners, that wants to become a legal practitioner in future, somebody that wants to build up tomorrow and become a lawyer. You are indirectly telling him that being a law student is nothing but useless in the country. When you open up your mouth this morning, I was listening, he said that, thank you very much, he said that they have Nigerian judiciary in their pockets. Why will you utter such statements? If it were in a serious democratic system of government, such man should be called to, you need to question such character. But what I was saying, the democratic system in Nigeria is failing, not only Nigeria, Africa entirely. Are you getting me? The high cost of governance. I was the one, I brought this issue yesterday about Sanwo-Olu when he brought in, the taxpayers' money. The taxpayer money, it was on Guardians. Spending it just for their personal aggrandizement. If it were my teacher in those days, so aggrandizement, selfish interest. You don't do things like that. There was a point that one of our viewers raised, and I'm very, very happy with that. When most of these governors have ruled for like 4 years, if it were for them to go through what I may call the rigorous and the true and fair election in Nigeria, I don't think that most of them will come back to that particular seat. Because you cannot tell me that, let's come to research of it. You say we are practicing democracy, there's no opposition in democracy anymore in Nigeria. A man in my state won 27 local government. How possible is that? No, how possible is that?
There are things indeed that made him...
What? Thank you very much.
Get the vote.
That thing,
maybe you deserve it.
Thank you very much.
You deserve to win. Is it not Obuzadima?
Huh?
Is it not Obuzadima?
You are not in limbo.
Are you getting
Is
me?
it not Obuzadima?
We are watching down the discussion by that statement.
How do you
We are
mean?
watching down that content of that matter.
What?
The reality, the truth of that matter.
Is what?
By saying there are
Man, I'm asking a question.
Thank you very much.
Am I triggering you? Am I bringing something out of you? And I'm asking you, maybe he did something that must have given him the vote.
Why did he do it? Are you getting me? That is, remember, I was, there's nothing, hold on, there's nothing like, are we in Imo here? Kule should not forget the fact that he will still be here and he'll be asking that you should go back to your states. Kule will be here again and he'll be telling you that what is happening in Imo State, you ask yourself, is Kule in the eastern part of Nigeria? The world is a global, even people, newspaper you are reading, you are holding in your hands today, believe me, whether you like it or not, most of these are diaspora have seen it before you, before they come on board. It's a global world. So what are you saying? Telling me that I must be in Imo State before I know what is happening? It's not a must. Are you getting me? It is not a must that I must be there. But what is happening? That is not democratic. That is not a democratic system of government. You cannot tell me that. See, people will say that without opposition, you cannot develop. There's no opposition in Nigerian democracy anymore. There's no position. There's no opposition in Nigeria in political aspect of whatever you are doing. It means that you are not practicing democracy. So what are you saying? A man that wants 27 local government. That's number one. And a man that comes out this morning and said they have Nigerian judiciary in their pocket. What are you preaching to our young boys? People that want to take in legal profession as their profession in life. It means that you are indirectly telling them that they should go and sit down. Law or legal profession is nothing. It's useless in Nigeria. Are you getting me? I could remember, let me give you an example. When you say we are there's somebody that was accusing Obasanjo himself. I remember during Obasanjo regime, Obi was elected, he was one of the governors that contested in Anambra State with Chris Ngige, right? Chris Ngige collected the mandate that at the end of the, even after some years, they have to affirm, what's the name, Obi as a governor of that part. That is when you have confidence in Nigerian judiciary. But what is going on? Even when Obasanjo was in power, you remember what happened between Obasanjo and Atiku. Obasanjo said that Atiku is no more needed in his governance again. But it was the code that stands for Atiku. And today, Atiku happens to be finished that for 8 years as in the vice president of this country. So what are we saying? There's no more democracy in Africa. The system is dead and dead. It's far gone. So whether you like it or not, except if you are somebody that believes, if you are not somebody that will come out here and preach the truth, lying to yourself, knowing that what we are passing through in this country does not augur well. What are you saying? Nigerian democracy, Obasanjo, whatever he said, remember, it's just like writing exams. After writing the exams, you will tell yourself that I have written, after coming out from exam hall, you say, if I didn't know, I would have done this, I would have done that. That is exactly what is going on. In age, once you are advancing in age, what happens?
Well, when we are talking about democracy has failed, it's not all about the leaders alone. What about the followers?
My brother, even when you were growing up, in your social study, they said a leader must lead by example.
But the former president, Buhari, said Nigerians are difficult to control.
There's nothing like Nigeria. He is the one that is so difficult to control. Because he has no agenda, no any meaningful portfolio for the country, no agenda, nothing. So why is he crying? What achievement can you be able to lay? Forget about whatever. See, the government we are in now is nothing but a government of favoritism. If I've seen you, you are my friend, I have to bring you in and favor you. I have to give you one position or the other just for you to, because it's a government of friendship. That's what we expect. That's the kind of democracy we are expressing in Africa. You are my friend. Wow, come. This is a portfolio for you. This is a place. You need to stay here, make your money. Is that the kind of government? Is that the kind of democracy we should be working for? When you go to Western world and express what democracy is all about, you will cry for Africa. So we shouldn't keep on coming to this place and lie to ourselves. Nigerians, democracy, we are not ready for democracy. Whatever Obasanjo said, he's 100% right with whatever he said.
All right, on Sanwo-Olu's scandal, what is going on in Lagos State? What's your take on it?
Well,
I think you brought.
I brought it yesterday on Guardian. You see, if it were by free and fair election by standard, do you know that most of these people that find themselves in the corridor of power, a lot of them wouldn't have gone back there, even in the next. Let me give you an example. Look at what is happening in Osun State. that he's the best governor in Osun. That is, Osun State governor had been given the best outstanding governor. Adeleke. He was given the. You ask yourself, what has it done? This is somebody that's self-proclamation. He will just say it, he's not doing it. What happened to, even if I were him, Sanwo-Olu, you should be counting on Sanwo-Olu as one of the best. I'm giving you an example. Are you getting me? What happened to Borno State governor? These are people. Zulu. These are people you need to bring in. But the kind of government, Sanwo-Olu, the mistake, I said it here yesterday, you cannot bring out taxpayer money that is meant for infrastructural facility, infrastructural development. Creation of jobs and unemployment are on the ramp. You know, people believe that once you graduate from school, what else? You get a job. But you find out that most of these people, the money that was brought out from the taxpayer money was shifted to their personal enjoyment. Was that supposed to be like that? It means that you are telling us that we, an average Nigerian, we people like us that put them into that position, we are nobody to them. They don't even have what I may call an iota of reconciliation or considerate within themselves where we are. And it's not supposed to be like that. We are the ones that put them. You ask this question, I would say a leader. Forget about whatever the former president is saying. He is a total failure. Nigerians are not smiling. Nigerians are not happy. The essence of democracy is just for you to be happy. When our forefathers or former people defined democracy, Abraham Lincoln, he said democracy is a government of the people, by the people and for the people. But then, are we really in a government of the people? When you say something, before you know what is happening, task force will be following you around. Just because they want to arrest you or kidnap you because of you have said something. You know, it's a government where you have every mandatory right to express your feelings. But what we're seeing, Sanwo-Olu has made a very wrong move. You cannot use taxpayer money. If it were in a Western and a real democratic system of government, most of these people that see themselves, find themselves in the corridor of power will resign honorably. But what we're seeing, they are very, very much comfortable where they are. But there's no problem.
All right, thank you so much, Charles. That was a brilliant one from Charles and Kunle. Good morning to you. And how are you doing?
Good morning, my people, my brothers. Good morning.
All right.
Mr. Akirimade, I greet you.
All right.
Taiwo, I greet you, man.
All right.
You're doing well. And my gentleman brother in Texas, the intelligent man, the military cop man, I greet you.
All right.
You're all doing good. So and every other Ogujimi.
Right.
Yeah, I greet you.
Thank you so much. We have many people.
There are a lot of them.
And
I'm talking of the reasonable people around.
They are all reasonable. Everyone is reasonable, and I'm not going to take that.
Please, reasonable people. Reasonable people.
I won't take that from you.
Not everybody that is reasonable. It's not reasonable.
Yeah, reasonable.
Can you say this? Poor of the.
Everybody is not
everyone is coming here to attack the current government, and it's feeding under the current government. That's why poverty is spreading
all over everybody. Yeah, poverty is affecting everybody. Now let's move down to the topic. The revolution that has sparked reaction in the country, the revolution that has sparked reaction in the country is that of Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Can you face me? Yes, sir. Talk to you.
I will give him a dirty slap now.
Don't do that. All right. We don't want bullying here, please. Can you take it easy? Yes, sir. Oh yeah,
see this madman.
Can you respect the platform? Just turn this madman. I'm telling you to calm down.
Is this one unreasonable?
Can you look at me?
I say unreasonable.
And I'm telling you to calm down. Look at me. I am unreasonable as well. I am unreasonable.
This one is unreasonable.
No, okay, leave it. I am unreasonable. All right? I am. Put the blame on me. I am unreasonable, all right? Please. I am unreasonable. Please.
Look at this madman.
I know, sir. Sorry. Emi ni wa unreasonable.
I'll come for you. I'll
Emi ni wa reasonable.
I'll report you to your pastor.
Emi ni wa reasonable. I am unreasonable. No, Monica Jake. I'm the one.
The reasonable and democratic means.
Thank you.
It takes only Democrats to push on a democratic government.
Now, can you respect the platform?
You respect the platform. And you too, you have to moderate the platform well. You have to moderate the platform. I have to tell you, you are my brother.
So I'm not moderating.
You are not moderating it. You are taking jargons. And you are these people.
But you are releasing jargons. If you don't know.
I mean, they are saying jargons. They are saying jargons.
And you are saying jargons.
I have to tell them.
You are saying jargons.
I say reasonable people, and I still repeat it. Reasonable people.
That's okay.
Are they not reasonable?
Okay, that's okay.
The people I'm greeting, are they not reasonable?
You are reasonable.
So why are you not saying?
Hello, sir.
That you
No. Emma fún blow. Every minute blow. Changbo.
All right. Oh yeah, I dey hear you.
Can you let's get a call?
They calm down for them. All right.
Mama, F1 bottle water. No. F1 bottle water. Help me now. Oh yeah, I can smile.
Let me come somebody on this level.
All right, it's okay.
If you are a man, boss.
It's okay. Are you Are you okay now?
Is it this one reasonable?
All right. Sorry.
So what are we saying now?
All right. Hello, Lucky. Hello, Lucky. Are you cool?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm always cool. It's these same people I'm saying. We have to be reasonable.
Well,
with our manner of approach and the way we present our, issues here. Some people. I'm telling you.
Can we leave that?
Okay. Let's start. No. I've been normal. I'm normal. But when we see something that is wrong, we have to point it out. Right?
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Continue.
All right. Thank you so much.
I'm here with you.
Thank you so much. Now, the revelation sparking reactions in the country is that of Difficult-Buhari, the governor of Lagos State, on the extravagant spending, and some call it misappropriation of funds. Now we have about 73.1 million naira spent on the portrait of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now we still have about 44 million or so, 14 million, 44 million spent on vegetables and all of that. We have different business.
I know.
Can you face this place?
I know.
Can you face this place?
Doughty.
Yeah.
That brother issue. I think when you read anything,
a gubernatorial candidate
in the
last election,
when you read anything on the newspapers, you need to go and do the fact check. That's how I think things should be.
Okay.
That Dorothy lost election.
Okay.
I know Dorothy. I know them very well. They lost election, and they have been bitter with the election. The calculations they brought in that they are spending. As Amzat's house is there. I think you can go and verify as a journalist. This is an allegation on the paper. It's not all what you see in the paper. That's why I say unreasonable people, and I still repeat it, because it's unreasonable people that will look at news and will not do the fact check and come into the paper to turn it to the propaganda news, right? And that's what I'm saying. And I'm still repeating it for 20 times. Unreasonable people will come and hold on to fallacy, hold on to fake news, hold on to, to just start spreading it. And what they say now, the governor is there in Alawusa. They can do their fact check. They will be here and be talking jargons. And what I'm saying, you see this?
No.
I have to go somewhere. There is a pastor in this mountain of fire.
No.
This same pastor of mountain of fire that this fellow attends, it was same man, this same Tinubu, that helped that pastor to win his election in Ibadan. And this same pastor will come, he will feed everybody in that church, and this an ingrate will still come here and be shouting and be malign. No, I don't have to spark. I hate an ingrate people. I hate an ingrate people, and there are a lot of them here. It takes you to be a Democrat to run the process of democracy. If you are not a Democrat, if you're a fascist, democracy cannot work for you. If you're a die-hardist, democracy cannot work for you. And if you are an extremist, democracy cannot work for you. Everything is bad. Everything is bad in the country. They will come here, they start pouring out their mouth that the country is not good. The country is not. What did you make? What did you? What's your what was your impact in the country? What have you contributed to your country? What is all about causes? It's all. I have children in this country, and we are monitoring the government in power, and we have to monitor them to make things better. It's not like every day abuse. How about the good things they have been doing? Do you pray for your leaders? Do you pray for your? I mean, it's so irritating. And some people will be pushing. That is what they want to be hearing. This is a country. When you destroy it, where do you want to go? Do you have any other country you want to go? Did I have any other country?
No.
I will not go and seek asylum. I mean, it's getting extremist, and that's what I want to put on the table now. Say the follower should start thinking. Will I start comparing myself with some people here? No, because my thinking is different from their own thinking.
And your opinion is different from.
It's different from their own opinion.
And their own opinion is different from yours.
It's different from me. Yes.
Okay.
So that's just what I want. Say the reasonable people will come and construct themselves and talk what is. When it's time to criticize, you criticize constructively. It's not that they are being paid or you are being sent or you are getting frustrated to come and, I mean, what's so big in this life that they are making so difficult for themselves?
No, the ex-president of the country, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, sorry, said something yesterday. He had a meeting yesterday in Abeokuta, and he said that the democracy is not working in Nigeria. The democracy has failed in the country. Now, I want to ask you, is the military takeover of some countries in Africa the reason for what?
I'm so disappointed in our former president Obasanjo. I'm so disappointed. He enjoyed democracy. He participated. He was the earliest leader. He was the leader that introduced democracy into this country. That was the third republic, was the second republic. Before during Shagari time, he was the one that introduced two-thirds into our democratic system. And for Baba to be saying that again, that democracy is not working, I mean, I'm so disappointed.
No, before you cut me off, then what I was trying to ask you is that. Sorry. What I was trying to ask you is that is the failed system, I'm talking about failed democracy, responsible for the military takeover in some of the countries in Africa? Just as Obasanjo has pointed.
That's failed. But Baba should blame himself too. He should blame himself too. Why I'm saying this is, when Baba was president, he, Alan Katara, what's this South African, Mbeki, they believe in that democracy for them to negotiate debt relief. And the other one was Togo, Ayadema of Togo. They went all round to plead. And when the Western world have seen that the reparation they ought to pay Africa, it's something like guilty conscience. And Obasanjo picked up one erudite woman, which is Okonjo Iweala, to go and plead, and with some other African countries' leaders, to go and plead for our debts. And they accepted that debt. And the money they make then, I think our president there, Obasanjo, could be able to work with it under the democratic governments, and he should know the difference between the military government and democratic government. So we are still not yet there, but democratic government in Africa, I mean, is still on the track. To me, is still on the track. Forget about all these coup plotters, all these the countries, the West African countries that are embarking on coup. We still need to believe in Africa because we have no other continents we are going to. It's same Baba that needs to be guiding democracy in this continent, not him criticizing, not him, because he has been part and parcel of the democratic system in this country for good 8 years. So what things has he used? What format has he used to make democracy stand in this country, or democratic system to work in this country? So it's left for Baba to answer that question. Even under the regime, you could see the kind of democratic abuse they have within him and his vice, which is Atiku. You know, you could see, which is not a good thing to follow from other politicians. You could see them abusing themselves, them exposing themselves. Is that the kind of democratic government Baba is preaching for us? So to me, I think that issue should be laid to rest. Africa is still going to be great. Africa still needs to wake up likewise from the slumber. And when they wake up, because we have no other continent, I'm an African man, I'm a Nigerian man, I'm a Southwest man, I'm an Osun man. So I have nowhere to go than stay in my home. So Baba should be careful of all these statements he's launching now. Because you dare not say that when Baba was in power. We dare not say that. When Idris said Nigeria jaga jaga alone, we knew what Baba did to Idris then. We knew what Baba did. So to me, Baba should be just caution some statements that he made now. The Africa will still get there. The white people, the foreign Western world people, they are still ready to invest in Africa.
But we have a viewer saying that regardless of what happened during the administration of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, presently the man is saying the truth, and which everybody understands that the system is a failed one. There's a chairman. That's the person.
To him, we know people that want well for this country. We know people that don't want well, right? We want people that want to go. We want people that want to secede from this country. So what do you expect from them? We want people that don't believe. We know people that don't believe in Nigeria. We know them. They just want the destruction of the country.
If the so-called man, is a chairman, a tribal bigot, I don't think he'll be talking about Obasanjo supporting it. Obasanjo is a Yoruba man.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying there are people that are looking for that channel, for them to contribute what is not even worthy of hearing. As he is, I don't want to start mentioning names.
I understand.
The Udeze Chima you're saying is anti-Nigeria. If they have been for Biafra, later they switch on to obedience, that they want to contest election. That's, you know, they are not kind of stable people.
But this is the person that just lauded and applauded the efforts of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo in the country.
What did Obasanjo do? What did Obasanjo do? Which development? The GSM actually he activated it, but the GSM has been on the table of Abacha. It was part of the master plan of Nigeria. Were you aware that Abidjan there, Benin Republic, have been using GSS before the advent of Obasanjo regime? Are you aware of that? Are we aware of that? It has been on the table. It has been on the master plan that they have to. So it was Baba that implements it. He implemented it and gave it kudos for that. I have to give him kudos.
And we have somebody saying that Obasanjo is better than Tinubu. That's a word by Taiwo Lawal.
Taiwo Lawal allow Tinubu to breathe. Tinubu is just 6 months or how many months on the throne now. You can't just not judge like that. The renewed hope we are having now, the train of renewed hope has moved on. Anybody that doesn't want to attach to it, he should go back to, relocate back to his village. Everybody has village that he can go back to. But the renewed hope, we believe in the renewed hope. We believe in a new Nigerian coming, and we believe in that. If you don't believe in that, please, I'll have to advise them, they should not frustrate themselves. Because if you frustrate yourself, nobody sends you a message. We renew hope, we believe on. By God's grace, everything, the relief will come towards the masses. What's it called? The refinery. We're talking of Port Harcourt.
Just a few days away from
a few days. You see, Nigerian problem is they are difficult to handle in believing.
And that's what the former president said. What he said, Nigerians are difficult to control.
Definitely, he has a point in that. How can an old man, even if you hate Buhari, how can an old man, you'll be saying that the man is dead when he's still alive? And thank God all of them are suffering it today. Look at the people that say Buhari has died. Look at them. Are they doing well? They are not doing well. They're not doing well.
Okay, thank you so much.
They're not doing well.
Thank you so much.
They're not doing well.
All right. Oh, remove this, please. Remove it. All right, thank you so much. Let's have you.
Look at what this one is saying.
Kunle, please, can you leave the mic for me? Can you leave the mic for me? Can you leave the mic?
What this way?
Kunle, can you leave the mic for me?
You see this one?
Ẹ má jẹ́ kí sùúrù mi tán.
You see this
Ẹ má
one?
jẹ́ kí sùúrù mi tán.
You see this one?
Ó ti tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ó ti tó. Baba,
Guard these people.
No,
Guard
it's okay,
them.
it's okay.
Guard them.
It's okay.
Until you try and guard them.
It's okay.
You give them all this mouth
hear me again?
talking rubbish.
Hello, it's okay. Hello, sir. Can you face the camera? Hello, Lucky. Hello, Lucky. Hello, Lucky.
I'm not buying you well. You're a racist there.
Please don't. Charles, please. Stop. Can you, sir? Let's Lucky. Mr. Matthew, please. Can try and talk, please. All right, sir. How you doing? How you doing, sir? Sorry about what happened. That's the beauty of the program, you know. Don't take it as a big deal.
I have
Right?
no personal thing against him, please.
All right.
I will tell him before I go.
right.
I have no personal thing against him.
All right.
I'm only addressing the derogatory statement he issued against me when he compensates everybody with that derogatory statement, which I'm saying they are saying they are unreasonable people. I'm sorry, I'm not unreasonable. I'm reasonable. I'm only addressing that statement, that derogatory statement he made against me. I have no personal
Don't worry.
sin against him.
Just put the blame on me. I'm the one that is unreasonable here. All right.
Wait, I didn't say that. I
All
didn't
right,
say that.
all right,
I didn't say that.
all right.
I didn't say that.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. You want to make a contribution on the statement of the former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. The man said that democracy has failed in the country, and he stated why democracy is not working in Africa. One of the reasons he stated is that democracy is just for the few and not for the majority. And he also talked about dividends of democracy, that the masses are not enjoying the dividends of democracy. The man also talked about leadership style in Africa, and these are some of the reasons why democracy is not working in Africa.
It's like the man knows the content of my heart. As a response to this statement he made. I do not agree with President Obasanjo that democracy is not working in Africa. What I convinced that's happening in Africa is that democracy are being hijacked by little percentage of the citizenry.
Continue what you're saying.
Excuse me, what I'm trying to say is that I do not agree with Obasanjo saying that democracy does not work for Africa. No. What I'm convinced that is happening is that democracy has been hijacked, has been pocketed, has been personalized by little percentage of the citizenry, of the population, as against the rest highest percentage of the population, of masses. What happens is that the lowest percentage of the people call the politicians as hijacked democracy. They have pocketed all the institutions of democracy, and they are now monopolizing it to their own personal advantage. As against the rest, highest percentage of the remaining masses of the population. It means the remaining masses of the population is the highest percentage of the population. They are sitting idle. They are watching them. They have surrendered everything to their hands. They allow them to have their way. They are doing them the way they like. So it is the fault of the remaining highest percentage of the masses, who at least they are the majority of above 85%. Let's say between 85 to 90%. Those highest percentage of 85% or to 90% has left the whole stage, the whole system, the whole matter into the hands of only 10% of the actors, politicians, captors, predators who have captured their prey. They have let it into their hands. They have allowed them to be having their way, and they are the mercy of those few percentage. That's what is happening. If the highest percentage of the masses of the populace, who are the sovereignties themselves, whom donate part of the sovereignty to the few percentage that are in the position of power, if they can rise up and claim their legitimacy of ownership of their sovereignty from the few percentage of those captors, of those predators who have captured and pocketed the institution of democracy will work. So I don't agree that democracy has not worked. that has paid. No, it is the docile, largest populace, higher percentage, the masses, the rest population that are becoming active, that become docile, that become bench warmer, lukewarm, uninterested, non-participatory, non-ready to stake their hold on the system that is ours. We own the sovereignty. We only cede part of it to you to manage their affairs on our behalf. And the way we are going about this is not to our benefits and interest. We are thereby rising up and reclaiming what is duly ours. It's until when to do that the democracy will be restored back to normalcy. So it has not really failed. It is the percentage, it is the part of those who are supposed to rise up and and stop the democracy from the way it is going, who are supposed to rise up, who are supposed to taking their position of responsibility to act. That's why democracy seems to be failed. It's not failing. It's not failed. So what's the percentage? The actors, the politicians. I got 10% of the population. The Nigerian population is about 220 million. Take survey of census of all the political actors across the country. They are not to 10%. Let's say 10%, 20 million. What are the 200 million populace? What are they doing? They are docile. They are inactive. They are unconcerned. No, I'm not supposed to. They left their destiny to the hands of a similar percentage of the population, messing up their destiny, destroying their life. They look at this. They look at them. They don't do anything. So it is them the fault lies with the highest percentage of the populace who have remained docile, who have not acted, and until they realize this fact before they rise up and claim what is really belong to their own. So I don't agree with the person that democracy has failed. It has never failed. It is those who are supposed to rise up. You're a family man. If something is going on in your family, you refuse to rise up and address it. You take over your family, God forbid. Good thing to take over your family. But your child is becoming first in the school. After the end of the term, the conference, as far as what you do, to be encouraged. My son, what do you need again? When he tells you, my daddy, the others bring this book. Who can go and buy it for him? Once you encourage him. But if you refuse to encourage him, what happens? So responsibility is in the hands of the highest populace of citizens who have refused to recognize their important position, their responsibility, and their duties, that they are the sovereignty. They are the sovereignty. People that are there, it's part of our sovereignty to see to them to rule on their behalf, to manage the affairs of the country on their behalf. And they are going about in the wrong way. We must rise up and reclaim what is duly ours from their hands. Until they do that, you know that the democracy has never failed.
Now this is another dispensation
in
our democracy. Yes. Talking about the era of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes.
And of course, I know that the removal of subsidy has really affected us and every strata of the economy.
Yes.
Now, in this administration, this is just an administration of 6 months. Would you say democracy has failed due to the fact that the present government has been unable to address the hardship that Nigerians are critically at this point in time facing?
The question you just asked me now is applicable to the first question you asked. Nigerians are being affected. The greatest percentage of the populace, not the few exclusive legal class. What have they done?
That's what I'm saying. Would you call it a failed?
It's not a failed
system.
It's not a failed system.
It's just
it is
about
because the people that they are implementing the decision on have not risen up to their own responsibilities.
But Nigerians are complaining.
Yes,
bitterly.
I'm telling you, it's not just by complaining. There are levels, there are different stages of action.
Okay, action.
Action.
Okay.
You just a reaction here. Somebody spoke about me. I didn't just grumble about it. I put my reaction to him. He knew that I'm ready for action with him.
That was a protest.
Excuse me, I put my action to him reality that, excuse me, don't use that word against me again. It's not just a matter of complaining. Excuse me. It's just seeing a sample of that here. It's not just a matter of just complaining. It cannot be telling us that the government is inflicting hardship on people. And now people just be grumbling and be lamenting in their room. There are different levels of reaction. Actions taken. When devil, I'll go biblical now. When devil flutter against God, God did not just keep quiet and look at him. He got to say, he declared, Bible says, and there was war in heaven. Excuse me. God declared war against Satan. God raged war against Satan. He didn't just say, Satan, he wants to turn me from the Bible says, and there was war in heaven. War. There are different levels of actions, reactions. If you refuse to move from one level to another level, you will remain in that situation. If God Almighty can declare war against his own creation to subdue him, and Bible says, I was thrown out, I still was no longer found in heaven. It goes beyond just complaining, just lamenting, just grumbling. You need sometimes, an action that you put in place to really address the situation. I was in the Palestinian Prime Minister. He said we will take over Gaza security indefinitely. Meaning Palestinian Hamas will no longer have the ability to strike at Israel again. They have come to the realization that, excuse me, for us to deter this from attacking us continuously, we must take over Gaza. Hamas. We must take over the security situation of Gaza permanently to decide. So we must step up our action from grumbling, from complaint, to open. I'm not saying the word. I don't know the word. Maybe the word that we are trying to put. To open addressing them, openly addressing them. To tell them, hello sir, staring at their faces, hello sir, the action they are taking against us is afflicting us, is ruining us. It's not like just grumbling. You go from grumbling, from lamentation, from complaining, to outside expression of our mind to the government. We dare them and told them to their faces. It is only that we can then address the matter. This thing will not change. So until you step up your reaction, it's like your son. They have been warning him. John, stop this thing. It didn't stop. What do you think he will happen? That's why the Bible said, spare a sword, spare a rod, spoil the child. It will get to a point that you will bring out your cane. Right. When he sees your cane, he will know that daddy is serious now. Right. It's either he stops or he begins to receive cane on his body. So we must get to that level of action, of coming out and hearing, telling. Whether you call it competition, I don't want to know.
Thank you so much, Olagide. I appreciate you.
So that's my own contribution about it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
No.
All right.
Don't be annoyed. I said
Okay, let's move down to what we have. Lucky, please.
Yeah, actually, I want to. Sorry.
Can we move on to what we have? Yeah, please. The issue has been addressed. It's gone.
It's gone.
To address that. Yeah, it's gone.
I wanted to say the reaction was.
It's gone.
The government. Anyway, it's gone.
It's gone. Let's just face the topic. Okay, quickly to your former president, talking about Olusegun Obasanjo. The statement he made that democracy has failed in Africa. Africa as a whole. And I said that to the other man, they're settling their rift over there. You see that's life. I don't. If the camera can just focus on them, you see what they're doing now.
This is what I wanted to say, that everybody have the right. The kind of life we are living now. The kind of life we are living now.
All right. Ewa see what you camera. Ewa bye.
Go and settle yourself.
My conscience is clear. He's not the one.
Okay.
Hello. But he just took the battle. His own self. We know the unreasonable people.
Since to me as a Christian, I'm telling you, that's what Bible teaches me to do. I am telling you, I have no personal sin against you. You don't offend me.
You know me.
listen to me. That's why I come
Listen
to you.
to him.
That's why I came to you. Listen to me. That's why I came to you.
You see all this one there?
Listen to me. That's why I came to you.
Okay.
Let me make my point. Let me make my point.
What I just want the viewers to see is your settlement. I think you have settled. All right, thank you so much. Let's move down to the program. Thank you so much. Okay.
You see, yes. Actually, you asked a question. The message Obasanjo gave. This is Obasanjo. I don't know why he's saying this now, because he ruled for 8 years and nothing happened. Anyway, for eternal he tried. Democracy. It's okay. It's not the democracy is the problem. No, democracy is not the problem. It's the operator. Greediness.
Hello. Please go to that side, please.
Please.
Okay.
I don't blame the situation of the country. That's why. Yes, really now. Yes, everybody is angry. So that's it.
All right.
Now, you can't say because of democracy. I get me. It's the people that is operating it. Greediness, hatred, corruption. That's the problem. And as you know, is it not the same democracy that practice in Ghana or practice in Liberia? We teach Liberia how to do election, but they did it well, more than us. So I don't blame the democracy. We borrow everything we borrow. Now we have somebody that manufacture car in Nigeria, but we decide to go and buy 160 million in abroad. We are blaming democracy. So the only thing is that let everybody come back. Changing constitution, changing the constitution, that's not the problem. The problem is that those people operating it. Look at us here now. Sometimes we fight, we settle. It's light. I don't know. I mean, that's it. Same way Nigeria. Same way our leaders. Our leaders are not showing example to us. If you go to National Assembly, you see them fighting. That's honorable. Yes. So don't be surprised people fighting here. But the situation of the country has made people mad. Everybody's mad in Nigeria. Pastors are fighting themselves. Imams are fighting themselves. So why can't we fight? But nobody respect elder. Nobody's so honorable again in Nigeria. So because of what? Hunger. Everyone want to grab. So democracy is not the problem. The problem is the people operating the democracy. Okay, look at the law. The way we operate law, is it the same law they operate in Ghana? Or the same way they operate in abroad? Our people are big greedy because of money. Well, anyway, for me, okay, Mike, democracy is good. It gives people to speak. During military time, I cannot stand here and talk. But under civilian, I can curse anybody, I can abuse. That is democracy for you. Except the area of economy. Our leaders are not doing well. They are not, you see, they only know how to take care of themselves. They are not taking care of the people. But I pray one day, this anger that is booming everywhere, one day we'll not start using cutlass to fight ourselves. Really. So democracy is good. Obasanjo have done here for 8 years. The only thing is that Obasanjo need to call, like now Tinubu now, you need to at least call Tinubu in order. Match with Tinubu, discuss with Tinubu, see how people will move forward.
That is if you want democracy to thrive in Nigeria.
We need to come together. Nigeria will be divided under their watch. During Obasanjo time, we cooperate. Yaradua will cooperate. But today, under APC, Nigeria will be divided. We are divided more than before. I think that's what it is. But all I know is that let there be peace, let there be light.
What of on the side of the followers as well? We followers.
You see, let me tell you, an angry man is hungry man. Hungry man is Arab. The followers are looking for what to eat. Like the people who are coming for APC now, look at now, we are divided. I will tell you, like, Kunle support APC. I get me. Some people support Labour, but they are generate that into our system, our blood. Whereby anywhere we are, whether it's Gario, whether it's rice, or anything they bring, we make sure that we support those candidates. But those candidates are making billions. They enjoy themselves. They travel all over the world. If there's trouble here now, they will run away with their children. It's sweet, but the other thing is that I'm praying that God should bring a leader that will be able to make this country one. But we are one. The people will understand suffering and this. We don't know. We are suffering, smiling and suffering. Fela said it. All what Fela said is what is happening. Judiciary is zero. Police zero. Economy zero. EFCC. Is it the democracy that says EFCC should not work? Is it the democracy that says judiciary should not work? Is it the democracy that says our leader should not
do the right thing. I get me like the mega money Sanwo-Olu is bringing to buy this. What even surprised me is a Labour governor. Only one governor Labour, under Labour in Abia State, budgeting billion. For food, that is rubbish. But food, billion has spent for food alone and drinks in Abia is very, very low. And that's a man, integrity, a man that people are shouting that this man will do well. All politicians, they are all the same. APC, PDP, they are all the same. But the only thing that thing is generated to us here, hatred, tribalism, it's not good.
You have Sanwo-Olu purchasing SUV of 440 million naira.
Are you imagine buying SUV for his chief of staff? 140 billion bulletproof.
440.
Is it democracy? That is greediness, hatred, corruption. And where the people are suffering, we are paying with our nose. Pay with our nose. Everything here. What are we getting? The only thing we are getting in Lagos, yes, security is okay. The roads are okay. Moderable, train, and maybe buses. Those are the things you can benefit. Other states, at the benefit, go to Ogun State, Doro, not.
Over 70 million for the portrait of Tinubu.
Are you not imagine? Tinubu that is already, so there is at least past west before. That is gaining everything. So you are still budgeting out, my goodness. And we are in trouble. And I expect Sanwo-Olu to at least call this landlord in order. And I tell them, look, there is no money. You should be patient to some of these tenants. No. Things are very, very difficult. They are massive money. It's the democracy that caused that. Obasanjo said that. Obasanjo a mass bread, everything, even his road. Obasanjo to do not to his compound, no road. Is it democracy that caused that? Democracy is good. Democracy is give us freedom for us to speak. Democracy give us so many things that's happening. Like fear again, not fear. We too fear. Nigeria is too fear. Like the chairman in Ogun State who come out and said, all my local government chairman money, governor will be collecting them. But at the end, they arrested that chairman and sacked. Today, Nigeria not say anything. Labour will come out and make noise, this, salary, this. At the end, Labour will collect their money. They don't fight for the masses. That's why you see, Oga Mike.
Yes, sir.
You cannot stop anger. Like the one that just happened this morning, you can't stop his anger. You can't stop it. Everybody's angry. Go to National Assembly, they're angry. Go to election. Everybody, every system, husband and wife, children, they're angry. Cost every day. I get me. So don't blame anybody. Somebody who was buying fuel before 70 naira is not buying fuel 700. Anger will start. You only withdrawing, not returning back. Anger will start. That's it. Everybody is now you are your own. You are your own. So anybody that want to cross it, then you cross it. So nobody care. People are dying every corner, killing here and here. Judiciary, you don't have judiciary. The highest bidder win the election. The highest bidder go to court and win. That's it. Right. If tenant has money more than landlord, he win landlord. If landlord has money, things are be rough. It's not democracy that is causing it. Democracy is good. They practice democracy in Liberia. Look at Liberia election. It's a shame for us that we can't conduct election. Moshood is there collecting money, billions of dollars. Nobody questions it. So my own is that please, Nigeria, let there be peace. That's my own. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Lucky. That was a very good contribution. And we have Bechi Raphael here. Raphael, good morning to you. And how are you doing?
Fine. Good morning, highly esteemed, cherished viewers. Stay tuned as we stone you. Then my special greeting to somebody like people like Odunlade. Thank you for the umbrella. Mami Kechi, thank you provided for us shade in the past. Thank you, this guy, King Henry provided for us shade. We just relocated from our former place because you can see the sun is almost scorching, it's burning us. So that's why we come under the shade of an almond and mango tree here. Then I'm gonna just thank all of you for your steadfastness. You always come and stay and watch us. Though we are adding some drama to it so that it will be well, it will go well with you. That's an extra energy. That's why you see fight erupts out sometimes. Then I want to remind you of our December party. Our December party is coming. No definite date, oh, because that 21, 22nd, the 15th, many people might have gone home then. So this time around, just December party. Remember us, December party, it can occur anytime. Some of you who will be in Nigeria then, I would like you to come along and rub shoulder with us and see us one-on-one so that everybody will be happy. Thank you all. I'm greeting you all. Akim Olasupo, Chima Udenze, you always call. Hey, you are wonderful anyway. John Onochie from Obunika Nambra, I've never seen you again after the birthday in Italy. I beg, come, call us, rapport with us. We thank you. So Mike, what do you have for me today? I always ask myself, why don't you digress? I'm not interested on coming here and keep on talking about local politics, hunger, yam, rice. No. We want global thing. Don't you see what is going on in the Middle East? They want to make sure, the Arab, that Israel go into extinction. Those people were killed in their large numbers in 1940s. 6 million, the Nazis in Germany. What is wrong with Arab? Why must somebody come up with such dangerous religious ideology? Killing human beings, killing innocent children. Now it has escalated to what? Absolute genocide going on the side of the Hamas, Palestinians.
Yesterday, over 14,000 people have been killed.
14,000 people. Let me tell you, 14,000 is climbing to 15,000. There is a tunnel in that Al-Shifa hospital from where they were taking those Thai, Indonesian, Filipinos, hostages. I didn't understand. In the middle of that hospital, mighty, gigantic tunnel. I think understand, in a hospital, meaning that they are using it to shield themselves. Shielding themselves because patients, doctors, people are there. Why must somebody kill fellow man? Now you have been killing the Israeli. Now the Israeli are retaliating. The whole world is crying. The whole Arab are going to China, and China is talking nonsense. Allow Israel to defend themselves.
Don't forget that the world powers have called for ceasefire.
Yes.
This is what the war seems unending.
Unending because see what this Guterres, the United Nations Secretary General, is talking. That this is the first time he has seen something like this since Azum office. He's a fool. Ask me why. Killings like this going on in Igbo land is more than this. Igbo youths are being killed and men. See, every 1 hour, 2 or 3 boys are being shot in Omoma community. Purpose of the mass. I'm telling you, they are killing youths there. If you draw a tattoo on your body, soldier will call you and shoot you. The other day, let me tell Mike, the reason why what is escalating there will not go up is that United Nations turned their back. United Nations is after whites. United Nations of Western countries, American, Asia, Europe, Australia. They turned their back on Africa.
Don't you think it's because of the division you are calling for? Secession.
Secession we are calling for Igbo land is because of what happened today. We are dragging mandate given to Obi. Tinubu used money, bought it. The secession the Biafrans are asking is because we don't share national cake, no national appointment, no federal government present in the southeastern Nigeria. They turn their back on Igbo man. And the same thing has repeated this year again. An Igbo man won an election, they gang up, they gang rape Obi's mandate. Gang rape. Raping is stealing as well. Gang rape. Are you listening to me? That's why Igbo man is asking for what? Referendum. Why are we just making mistake every day? The same issue, that's what we are fighting in the southeastern Nigeria. And Guterres, United Nations Secretary General, has received over how many petitions from southeastern Nigeria against the annihilation and genocide committed against the Igbos.
And can this bring us to the statement of Obasanjo that democracy in Africa has failed?
It is a selectocracy. African leaders has turned their countries into one colossal, immense, and the large criminal enterprises where they just get money, make money for themselves. And the United Nations is not doing anything. Guterres was the former Prime Minister of Portuguese, United Nations Secretary General. Anytime they submitted anything like petition from southeastern Nigeria, the killings and genocide going on there. They pass it on his table. It could not get to him because of Aisha Mohammed, a Fulani permanent secretary to Guterres, United Nations Secretary General. Is a Fulani woman, is a Nigeria. It will not pass that petition to that man. Oga, many petitions written to ICC, many petitions written to United Nations because of what is going on in the southeastern Nigeria. Another genocide after genocide of 1965, 66 and 1967 till 1970. Killing of Igbo youths are going on. How many were chopped 2 days ago at Ihiala, Uli? Nigerian soldiers, yes. No, Ihiala is in Anambra.
Anambra, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Killing is common thing in the southeast now. The other guy was telling us yesterday how this uniform men, he said he didn't know whether soldiers or civil defense or road safety or police or soldier. They stopped that bus, Korokwe, aim at the driver, brought the dead body. Waka. They carried the dead body, go. Mike, let me ask you. That driver shot and killed. He has brothers. He has friends, uncle and cousins. Probably is an Igbo. Do you think his brothers and friends and sisters and friends, contemporaries, classmates, are they going to be happy? No. Some of them will do what? Carry gun for a revenge. That's why it has escalated to irreparable stage. What is happening in the southeastern Nigeria? You are killing youths. The person you are killing, he has grandmama, he has grandpapa, he has brothers, he has friends.
Children.
They will not be happy with you. They will carry guns too. And the United Nations is not doing anything about this. And federal government is turning their back because we are Igbos. Igbo is at the receiving end. Are you listening to me? Do you know why I'm saying this? United Nations should stop their double standard playing. I don't support it. United Nations is for the wide scale. The countries that are united and working towards their objectivities are the white-skinned countries, not the black-skinned countries. They are using us as experiment here. We are dying in our large number there. United Nations, UN Secretary General does not care at all. What is going on in Israel is a war, is an absolute war between two nations. We are killing ourselves internally in Nigeria. Fulani terror men, herdsmen terrorists, they have killed and killed, they have gone. Meti Allah, have you been hearing Meti Allah again? Meti Allah is gone because another person is in charge. Whatever that Ango Abdullahi or Petron Meti Allah across West Africa has committed against Nigerian people is gone. Nobody is about to question him. He's gone. OAU is not questioning him. ECOWAS is not talking about it. Niger is hiding Buhari. Buhari is enjoying himself now. He said he doesn't miss the office of presidency in Nigeria. He doesn't miss it.
Because you guys are not easy to control.
I'm telling you.
He said you're not easy to control.
Himself, no. What is he looking inside the pocket of somebody that's looking for something? A troublesome man. You are looking inside his pocket and you know he's a troublesome man. At the end of the day, say, I can't contain it. I don't know that this man trouble passed my trouble. What are you looking inside his pocket? Okay. Buhari came along to rule Nigeria. He doesn't have what it takes to be a leader, to pilot the train or the ship of this country. What is he complaining for again? Who begged him to come? Nobody begged him to come. The like of Wole Soyinka that want him to be there. The like of Tunde Bakare that wanted him to be there. Where are they today? When the killings become incontrollable and inevitable. Where were those people that brought him to be Nigerian president? When he started killing and killing anyhow at Yahweh, local government of Ogun State. When he started using his kinsmen, Fulani herdsmen, the murdering people in a Gongo community and the Ibarakwa in Oyo State. Where are they? Nobody. The son of Ade Farati Abidat Baba, the daughter, Fasorenti that was shot by herdsmen. Where were they? Everybody received their own boots. The Yoruba, the Ijaw, the Angas in the Middle Belt, the Niger State people, this Kanuri, every tribe in Nigeria received their own chunk of what? Boots. Fulani really show Nigerians who they are. And nobody is tracing them back to Mali or any of those countries where they are dominant today in Africa. They rob us, our money, our blood, and they have gone. Nobody is talking about it because Tinubu is Buhari. Buhari is Tinubu. They should have brought him and track him down. He must come here and answer to all his crimes.
Yes.
Some persons are proven to be above the law in Nigeria. Nobody is above the law, no tribe, no ethnicity. If anybody commits, he must bear the consequences. We are human beings, we are not pigs. Neither are we chickens. See, what Buhari has committed must go after him. And if United Nations is meeting up with their objectivities, they must surely track Buhari down wherever he is, because he committed lots and lots of genocide across Nigeria using his chief of army staff, a brutal man. Wherever he is, blood must locate him if nemesis fails to. You don't kill human being, waste human blood, and think that you go scot-free. The blood of the innocent is going to track you down up to the 100 generations of people. Your generation.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm not happy with United Nations. I'm not happy with Britain. I'm not happy with the West at all. Look at the role they are playing now over Hamas and Israel face-off. They want to tell us that you and I are nothing because it's white skin. Look at the cargo ship that was seized in the Mediterranean Sea. No, Red Sea. The cargo ship was hijacked by the Houthi from Syria, loaded with food, because Israel and the Hamas are having face-off. The face-off we have in this part of the world, who are bringing relief to us? Cargo ship, to give us food, nothing, because we are blacks. Yeah. United Nations is not doing enough. They watch Nigerians dying, and Nigerians died for 8 years. Nobody said anything about it. No account of the slain, the murdered, were given or submitted to the ICC in Brussels for punishment for the people that perpetrated that kind of act to face the law. Nobody, because we are black. And another system is gathering. APC has killed Nigeria, and nobody is asking them why. Nigerians have died under the administration of APC, and nobody is talking. Kula was just quarreling, grumbling when he was going, that they should bring all of us to the book, that we are talking and maligning and abusing. Let me tell you, if anybody commits an act that is very, very, liable for abusement, if there is any word for that, for abuse, Oga, we should abuse him. If you take us to the law, court of law, we will tell the court, the so-called compromise court, this is what they do. I know they will compromise. They will do what? They will jail all of us. We will go there. After all, Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in jail. Nnamdi Kanu is free. Court has set him free. APC government still hold him. Purpose of the man hold him. So there is no law here. If I commit, hold me. I will go there. Nnamdi Kanu, is he my senior? Nnamdi Kanu does not senior me. Is it because he carry white hair everywhere? Nnamdi Kanu doesn't senior me now. He went to school, well read.
Correct now.
Yes, I read too. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't senior me. Nnamdi Kanu has what? Male congenital. I have male congenital. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have two heads. So, speak the truth, tell them the truth.
And it's not as intelligent as you are.
And I don't think so. What are you telling me? So I will be afraid of telling the truth in this my age.
It's just opportunity to be
It's just opportunity to be a leader, to be there, to be maybe to have gone to school in London, to live in the UK. I'm living here. Nothing will happen. Say the truth. Blood is blood. And I'm telling you, we are not afraid of the blood. See, what is going to happen in this country to change, it will be more than revolution. Revolution is not only when you carry gun, shoot people, mow down people with blood, they die, blood flow. No. Mindset revolution here. Because we have taken enough of insult, enough of abuse from the government of the day. So we should all mind ourselves and make sure that we rejig our mindsets. We should revive our mindset We should think right. We should leave ethnicity alone, divisive ideology. We should come together as one people and fight towards one goal. Okay, see how much Sanwo-Olu is spending for food. See how much Alexot is spending for food. Because of food, Abia State. Food. How many people go eat that food? I ask myself, how many people, where is the belly, where the food go? Not before mouth. You are spending billions of naira for food. This is amount that is enough to build one establishment and employ the miscreants called youth. No, they call us miscreants again. Federal government doesn't believe we are youths. Okay. And employ them. Are you listening to me? Employ them. You are spending the money, allowing some foolish idiot that knows about how to spend money to mess Nigerians. Spending money, money is for spending for them. Money is not for establishment of employment, facilities. Where people will go and work hourly, they will pay you, you go home. There shouldn't be anything like crime in the society anymore. If we could get it done. But these people feel that they know more than you and I. They are wiser, they are more educated. Thank God, when we go through screening, some of them lied with their certificates that they went to social university. It is a lie. They did not go to university, these people. They are not more educated than I do, myself. My lies. Huh? I went to social university. I went to Toronto. I went to Tokyo. I was in Oxford. Okay? For Wole Soyinka to have come out and said nonsense against youth movement in Nigeria, Wole Soyinka does not qualify for Oxford University. He has lost my respect. Okay? If you go to Harvard University, you think like one of the students. Nnamdi Azikiwe was there in 1929 and 30. Harvard and the Lincoln University. I read about how he suffered and what? Absconded into Ghana. He worked as a police in Ghana. Stowaway. He hid in one of the chief. Struggled his way into the United States. And they studied there. He did not read as a correspondent. We know all the personalities in Nigeria that read as a correspondent. Students. Awolowo, Baba Awolowo, a correspondent student. He reasoned well. He was one of the greatest men we have in the Southwest. Yes, he writes, he posts, they send, he writes. That was how Awolowo went to university. Yeah. Some of them will just come to the political stage of this country, start claiming whom they are not. Impostors, they are nonchalant politicians.
Raphael, thank you so much.
Impose themselves as Oxford first class. Now lie when I don't go school.
All right, thank you so much. Right, on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Behind the camera, I have Malik Adeyemi doing a good job. And so the viewers watching us now, say thank you. Likes of Abiabi, Bika Millard, thank you very much. Benga George, thank you so much. Taiwadun Lade. Lillian Pascal, Henry, the great, Crown Anji, Amitin Wachuku, Andrew Gunjimi, Udeze Chima, Benga George, Gladys Yabo, Demenu Sass, Olatunji Professor Jacob Adedeji, Egbon Baltimore. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate everyone. All right, Wilfred Oziegbe, we appreciate you as well. And many viewers, ones that are yet to watch the program. All right, tomorrow is another day. Join me tomorrow. Michael Adekunle is signing out. And don't forget to subscribe on our sister channel, Plus. Don't forget to join me on my social media handles at Michael Adekunle. And on TikTok, Mike Flip TV. Mike Flip TV on TikTok. Flip TV social media handles are right on the screen. And please join us on this platform as well. Thank you so much, everyone, and bye for now.